They both insist they're going to win.
That was Steve Rosenberg there with The View from Russia. Well, we can get more now on those Ukrainian and Russian claims and counterclaims about what's actually happening on the ground. Joining me from Colorado Springs is Chair of Urban Warfare Studies at the Madison Policy Forum, Major John Spencer. It's great to get you on the program, Major Spencer. I just want to start by asking you about your reaction to the news that the Moskva has now sunk. How damaging is this for the Russian military's capabilities?
I think it's huge, and I don't think it's just symbolic. That was a Slava-class cruiser, and I don't care. We know what happened, and I don't care who you believe. The fact that it sunk, it's sitting at the bottom of the Black Sea. It was the linchpin to command and control, to air defense of the Black Sea Fleet. It's not symbolic. This is huge. I mean, I put it on the level of basically the defeat of Russia from taking Kyiv. It's that level of event, and it will be huge to Putin, to his new theater commander. This is, I mean, I'm celebrating. This is huge.
Well, Major Spencer, just to say, how do you see the Russians reacting to this, and what do they do next? Where do they go from here?
Yeah, I'm very concerned about that, actually. Matter of fact, there's air sirens going off in almost every major city in Ukraine. I don't know if they'll strike back and increase their blatant war crimes of targeting cities with bombings. Clearly, they're not rational in what they do. They're losing, and this is losing momentum, and that's a billion dollar loss to them, let alone the loss in political will and the people. I don't know if you remember in 2000 they sunk a submarine. It was a big deal to Putin and his inner circles. This will affect them big time, and what they're trying to do now that they're losing and just trying to take eastern Ukraine. But this, in combination with the momentum that the Ukrainians have now with the U.S. announcement of different weapons, this is big.
Major Spencer, Ukraine claims it struck the warship with its own missiles. Does Ukraine have the capability to do this? Where would it get those sorts of missiles from?
Yeah, absolutely. They had the capability, and I'm actually fine with people believing that they didn't do it, because no matter what, the Russian fleet will stay back farther from the coast, and not knowing where it came from and how it came from, call it a storm, call it what you will. But yes, they had land-based cruise missiles capable of bringing down this ship if it was doing bad military tactics, which we have seen Russia just defying logic in some of the military things. So evidently this transfers over to naval warfare, allowing this premier flagship to be by itself. No matter what, this is yes, they had the capability. Do I care if people believe they did it? A little bit.
Thank you so much for joining us with your thoughts, Major John Spencer, there for talking to us on